Hello there, adventurers. Ben.
Danielle.
And you're watching the
Melick Adventures.
the channel where we do
anything we want.
If you're new to the channel, then Mr. Astro here says,
go subscribe.
And if you're returning to the channel, then Mr. Rocky here says to you so heavenly.
Oh, there you go. Hello.
But everybody, make sure you like the video.
Subscribe.
Comment down below. And
share the video.
Yes, go do now. We have another Max. A Dragony Max. But first, it is time for another Melick Adventures collaboration series. Danielle, tell the folks at home what it is if they don't already know.
It's a collaboration that we do twice a month. It is the second Tuesday and usually the last Thursday unless it's a holiday. Like this month, Halloween falls on the last Thursday, and so the second part will be November 1st.
Yep, there you go. And what Max is Danielle picks a theme, then people say they want to join in on the theme, and then you can do whatever you want as long as it is related to the theme.
So you can show your collection, you can bake, cook, make a drink, go on an adventure, history, art, whatever. As
long as it meets back to the theme. Which the theme for this part of the month is...
Raya.
Yes. Raya and the Last Dragon. We just actually watched this movie not too long ago because we were like, why not? So, we don't have a very big collection. Oh, and by the way, everyone who's doing this collab is down below. If you want to join in, but you did not become part of the collab, feel free to do whatever you want as well and tag us in it.
Yep, and if you're interested in joining in these collabs, we are continuing on for next year.
Yay!
Definitely message me on Instagram.
Not me, because I'm not that great about getting on Instagram.
Yeah. Okay.
Too busy. Anyways, so Danielle, what items do we have?
So we only have like 4 items.
Yeah.
So the first one is this little toy of Sisu. Its tail moves and it makes noise and lights up. Can you tell with the light?
Yeah. Does the tail make...
I don't know. Or does it just go?
Doesn't it make noises?
Yeah.
Or like voices?
Yeah, just wait.
Fancy.
Amazing. Hey, what's up?
Oh.
It's like a bop it. Twist it. Pull it.
Okay, I think that's it. Okay.
And then we have a couple of Funkos.
We have a Sisu Funko.
Yes.
This one's really pretty. Like, they did a great job on these dragons.
Mm-hmm. Very good job.
Okay.
And then probably my favorite character in the movie. Tuck Tuck.
Ah! So I will take him out because this is a new one.
It's a new Funko.
Because I was like, hey Ben, did you need this?
No. Want? Maybe. Need? No.
Oh.
He comes with a stand. Always check your Funkos for stands. And if you don't know the movie, Tuk Tuk is basically a mammal roly-poly. That's the best way I can describe him.
I don't know how well. Okay.
Let's see. Hurricane Helen. No, sorry.
Too soon. Too soon.
Sorry. Hurricane Milton. Too early.
But I don't know why the stand is. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you just got to get put on there.
You gotta just roll him.
Roll him. Well, if we ever see him missing from the shelf, We have an idea he probably would have fallen, and we need to look on the opposite side of the room because he would have rolled. And then our last item is we have a little golden book. So we got a little story time with Ben, which has not happened for quite a few months because I've been busy. So little treat. So this is Raya and the Last Dragon. In the land of Heart, a young girl named Raya slipped into the chamber of the dragon gem. This magical gem had the power of the dragons to drive away the Droon, dark spirits that turned people to stone. Raya skillfully fought a masked warrior who revealed himself as her father, Chief Benya. He was proud that his daughter had passed the final test to become a guardian of the dragon gem. Benya made a special meal from Raya. He included ingredients from the 5 lands that made up their world: fang, talon, spine, tail, and their home, Heart. Long ago, these lands had been united as one harmonious world named Kumandra. Now they were bitter enemies. Benya believed that Kumandra could exist again if everyone learned to trust one another. Raya didn't believe that this would ever happen. And then there's Tuk Tuk eating soup.
Tuk Tuk.
Bottom left there, Tuk Tuk eating the soup. Benya invited leaders from the other lands to Heart, but chaos broke out when Namari, the daughter of the Fang Chief, tried to steal the dragon gem. The gem crashed to the ground and shattered into 5 shards. The evil Droon were reawakened. Benya tried to ward them off, but the Droon were too powerful. He was turned to stone, while Raya and her best friend, Tuk Tuk, escaped with one of the gem shards. The chiefs of Fang, Talon, Spine, and Tail each took a shard for themselves. You didn't know this was a puppet show too, did you? Raya grew to be a fierce warrior with one purpose: to find the mythical dragon named Sisu. Raya hoped that Sisu could bring back her father. After 6 long years of searching, Raya and Tuk Tuk finally found the book flying Sisu. Sisu in the Land of Tail. Sisu agreed to help, but first they had to collect the other 4 gem pieces, 1 from each land. Excuse me. The tail gem was hidden in a nearby fortress, along with some hidden traps. Raya and Sisu successfully retrieved the shard. When Sisu touched it, she transformed into a human. Moments later, Namari and her Surlots, giant cat-like creatures, arrived. Thinking fast, Raya gotcha! Triggered a trap that dumped sand onto Namari and her soldiers. Raya, Sisu, and Tuk Tuk made a quick escape. They headed for the docks, jumped into the water, and climbed aboard a shrimp boat owned by a spirited, street-smart kid named Boone. He agreed to take them to find a talent gem shard. Sisu was thankful, but Raya did not trust him. In Talon, Raya was tricked by a 2-year-old named Noe and strange creatures called Ongis. The creatures pickpocketed the gem shards. After catching the little thieves, Raya realized this crafty group might be helpful on her quest. She convinced them to join their team. Meanwhile, the chief of Talon had kidnapped Sisu. She pushed Sisu out of the gates to Talon, and the Droon were waiting. Raya and Tuk Tuk suddenly appeared. Raya retrieved the Talon gem shard and rescued Sisu. The gem shard gave Sisu the power to create fog, which allowed them to escape the Droon. As they traveled to Spine, Sisu told Raya that the world would be whole again if people trusted one another. Raya still didn't believe that, especially after they were captured and tied up by a fierce spine warrior named Tong. Sisu and Raya's friends helped them break free, but they weren't safe for long. Namari and her army had followed them to Spine. Raya faced Namari alone to allow her friends to escape. Both were skillful fighters, but Namari got the upper hand over Raya. Sisu transformed back into a dragon and defended Raya. Everyone was shocked and amazed. Namari most of all. Raya and her friends fled to Boone's boat, and Namari and her army returned to Fang. Tong then revealed that he had the spine gem shard, which gave Sisu the power to create rain. Sisu appeared to fly across the sky as she ran on raindrops. Now the finding missing gem was the one being kept in Fang. Fang. Sisu wanted Raya to trust Namari. She convinced Raya to ask Namari to work together. Raya reluctantly agreed. The group traveled to Fang, where Noi and the Angis brought Namari a gift and a note, asking for her help. Namari sent out a flare signaling that she would meet with them. Namari met Raya and Sisu in the woods. She brought the last gem shard, but also brought a crossbow. Raya threw out her sword to defend Sisu. Suddenly the crossbow triggered. An arrow hit Sisu, and she fell into the Fang Canal. The water dried up around her. Raya stormed after Namari as they clashed swords. Namari said that she had never meant to hurt Sisu. Outside, Raya's friends were saving others from the Droon. Instead of continuing to fight, Raya and Namari joined forces to help. With the gem shard's power nearly gone, Raya realized that trust was the only path to peace, just as her father and Sisu had warned. That said, Raya then gave her gem shard to Namari. Without its protection, she was turned to stone by the Droon. Boone, Noi, and Tong handed their shards to Namari as well, and were turned to stone. Namari put all the pieces of the dragon gem back together, just as the Droon closed in. The magic inside the restored dragon gem created a blast of light that destroyed all the Droon. Rain began to fall, and everyone was back to life. Even the dragons. Tuk Tuk. I'm just seeing if you're still awake with Tuk Tuk. Raya reunited with Sisu, and then traveled back home to Heart to find her father. Years had passed since they had seen one another, but Benya would always know his daughter. Benya's dream of peace had finally come true. Kumandra was restored. Sisu! Tuk Tuk. Very nice. There's a story time with Ben with a Danielle puppet show involved too. So we hope you guys enjoyed our Melick Adventures collaboration series, part 1 of this month, Raya and the Last Dragon. Any final parting words?
Make sure you watch everybody's videos and make sure you come back for the next collab.
Yep, which is on November 1st.
Yep.
Well, no, they're max. And then we start all over again in November.
Yep.
Yay. But until next time, friends, make sure you stay safe.
Stay magical.
And as always, keep
collaborating.
See you next time.